Where does your brand live? And I ask that question because a lot of people think it lives in a drawer wherever they shove their brand guide once that was done and they checked it off their list and they never thought about it again. They go, that's where our brand lives. It's in that drawer over there. That is wrong. First of all, that's the wrong way to use a brand guide. Please don't do that. Um, it's really wrong because your brand truly lives in the hearts and minds of your audience, of the people you've worked with, the people you've tried to work with, the people who are thinking about maybe someday working with you and they think you might be a good fit, but they're not quite sure because of how you have branded yourself. And this is the other thing we get into, especially with the smaller business owners. If you're one of those people who says, I don't have a brand, yes, you do. You are branding yourself every time you interact with clients, every time you go online, every time you post something, every time you react to something. Think about, I don't know how much you guys think about this, but you can look at what other people are reacting to. You can go on LinkedIn or your social media of choice and see what they're posting and see what they're liking and what they're loving and what they're commenting on. What kinds of content are they engaging with? Is that content that you want to engage with? Is that in line with your values? Or is it something completely out of left field? So every time you do something like that, you are branding yourself. I was just listening to someone the other day say that branding is what your clients say about you after you've left the room. And of course, we all know people talk about us behind our backs, right? We do it to them, they do it to us. Let's not pretend that anything else is happening here. So yes, people are talking about you behind your backs. If you are really strategic and intentional about how you present yourself, not just you personally, although that's part of it, but also how you present your company, that's going to come through in how they talk about you. But if you're kind of random and off the wall and you're like, well, we do this and we do that and a little bit of everything, and we work with these people, but we also work with those people over there, and now we're trying to break into this market. Now you're really scattered and confused, and they're like, I don't know, Allison does something with websites, I think, but I'm not entirely sure. Like, is that how you want people to talk about you when they could be referring to you and say, you know, Allison can really help you hone in on your brand and your messaging and then help you create that messaging and make sure it's going in front of the right people on the right places online and really resonating with them so it can be really strong and impactful in leading them through the buyer journey. That is an awesome thing that I would love my clients to say about me, right? I don't know if they are because I have not been great about doing my own branding. That is my end of year project. But that is something I want you guys to think about as far as A, the importance of branding, and B, what are you doing with your brand? Are you making sure that you are being really strategic and intentional in everything that you do, online and off, as far as how you are branding yourself personally and also how you are branding your company? And if you need help with that, please reach out because that is my jam. I love talking about this stuff all day. So you can get more information like this. I've been talking a lot about branding lately over on my website, AV as in my initials, Allison Verhalen. That is avwritingservices.com. And you can reach me directly at info@avwritingservices.com. That's it. Have a great week and happy blogging.